So chapter 4, how to use Coverity tool through the demo. So I'm gonna tell you how to use the Coverity tool. So review of flow in Coverity. Access Coverity Connect using this link. So cimeg.com, and when you log in, you just use your AD account and password. And if you want to search your assigned defect, you guys can view your defect on outstanding defect or CID or component. So this is the cover website. I called it CIM integrity measures. Coverity integrity measure is a CIM. So if you want to check your project, just click it and then select your project and find it what your violate or MISRA rule or defect. And if you log in using AD account, you guys can find your outstanding defect. Outstanding defect means it's remaining defect. What's the defect remained in your project? So when you log in, you guys can find this symbol. If you guys click this symbol, this is the view panel. So in the view panel, issues by snapshot, you guys can click the outstanding defect, and you guys can what the remain defect on your project. And next one is CID. If you know the CID number, CID is Coverity Defect ID. So if you get the email from the Coverity system, this is your defect. So this is the CID number. When you want to find this CID number, just put the CID number on the right of upper side of Coverity system. So if you put the number, just Coverity display the CID defect. And the last one is component. We can configure the Coverity system, which is component. Component is separated by the path from the path to analyze document. So if you own the component, such as FSL, you can filter it. Just if you want to show or see the FSL component defect, you guys can just put the component name and select the include and click the OK button. You can get the information of FSL defect. And this is how to check my defect using the Coverity in 3 ways and get detailed information. Is if you do not understand what the meaning is, I don't know how to resolve it, so just click the Help Center. And there are checker reference. What the checker is, why the checker detect defect as a defect. So you guys can check the checker meanings. And review and fix defect. These are the workflow in Coverity defect. First, go to the CIM and log in and search your defect and get the information to resolve it and review and fix defect. Or if you want to ignore it or fix, just go to here. And I told you in the review policy section, if you want to ignore it, in case of first positive classification, you put the classification to first positive, and you don't have to put the severity, but you have to put the action developer attribute to ignore it, and ignore reason, you have to put another bug, and you have to checked by reviewer. So reviewer have to put the attribute. If it is really first positive issue, the reviewer can put the ignore confound. But if not, reviewer think that this is the real bug, just reviewer can put the ignore required attribute to action developer field, action reviewer field, and set the classification as a bug. So these are the review workflow in Coverity. So I'm gonna show you demo. Okay, this is the Coverity demo when you want to check your defect from the Coverity. So first of all, you have your login information. So you just put your area account. The first you have to go to CIM link. So I told you cimsg.com colon your project port number on the Coverity, and just put your area account and area account password and the login. So these are the project. So if you develop ZM, AVN, RSI, USA, you can type your project to find your defect. So I'm gonna check this project underbar static because this covered project has static defect, and this coverage project has MISRA CPP violation, and this Coverity project has MISRA C violation. So one development project has 3 Coverity projects. So, and click the view panel and just click outstanding defect if you want to check your outstanding defect. So release the old stuff of filter and just when you go to the view panel and outstanding defect, this is the default setting. Just filter the status filter, and new and tragic mean is remaining defect. And dismissed as ignore defect, and fixed mean is you fix the defect. So if you want to remain defect, you have to filter it status as a new and triage. So there are 43 issues match. So in this project, there are 43 defects on this project. So you guys can check, and you can check in the code level which line detected from this checker. So if you want to ignore it, you put the classification false positive. In case of false positive defect, you put the classification to false positive, and action developer to put the ignore, and action reviewer if it is really real false positive defect, action reviewer put the ignore confirm. If not, if it is very rare bug, action reviewer put the fix required and change classification to bug. Bug, I'm sorry. And if you know the CID number, just put the CID number on the right side of top. And the defect CID number is this. So you guys, if you know the defect, you guys can put the defect ID on the right side of top and check and review it. And you guys can make the different view. Click the save as a copy. So this is the component about our component RSI sees MGR. So I'm gonna make it using filter, component filter. So I wanna just find or check the defect from RSI sees MGR. So we have to filter the component filter. So if the filter is here, component is here, you can click it. So, and you can make the different view to click this icon. So, okay. So these are the component column. So only defect from the RSI sees MGR. So because I filter it RSI sees MGR component. So at first for total 43 issues match, but now RSI sees MGR defect has 26 defect. And also you can make the column you want to display action developer, you put just check box enable. So when you do that, you can find it, the column is occurred. Created. And so these are the how to find your defect and review the defect when you in case of bug or in case of perspective and when you want to ignore it. So this is the demo to find your defect from your project. Thank you for listening demo. So what we have run in this course as follows. The first one is understanding importance of software quality, and we see static analysis MISRA process and static analysis MISRA rules and how to use the covered with demo. So there's no Q&A. If you really want to ask me, just email me. So I'm gonna guide to static analysis request guide. Thank you for listening my lecture.